Quick question, what book do you think this is? The obvious answer would be Bible. It does, after all, have the cover of a Bible, and it's been used like one. The family that owned this have kept a record of all their births on the front flyleaf. But if you were to say Bible, you'd be wrong, because this is actually the History of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God, by French priest Abbé Orsini, and translated into English by Father Frederick Husenbeth. And it is a great window into a phenomenon that was going on in the church and wider society in the middle of the 19th century. This was the era of venomous public debates between intellectuals about cosmic ideas like the existence of God and the nature of man. Increased literacy and demand for publication meant there was for the first time a mass nationwide audience that you could reach. If you're even remotely aware of the passions stirred up by online debates involving personalities like Jordon Peterson or Christopher Hitchens, then you get the idea. And believe it or not, this pious-looking book was a shot fired in one of those debates. Like his great contemporary, St. John Henry Newman, Father Husenbeth was a controversialist, someone who would respond in print to attacks on the Catholic faith with well-researched and often strongly worded books and articles, whether his own or translated from the works of others. This particular book is a defence of the veneration of Our Lady, using the Church Fathers and Old Testament prophecy as evidence for the justice and antiquity of devotion to Mary. It even turns the tables on the new Victorian fad for comparative religion to show that the universality of Virgin gives birth to a saviour of some kind myths is actually proof that the apostles could not have copied them, contrary to the popular idea of the sneering philosophers of the school of Voltaire, as the book puts it. I will actually record a longer snippet of that in a separate video. Importantly, all this intellectual combat is backed up with prayer, and the book ends with some beautiful meditations and even poems inspired by the Litany of Loreto. So why does a book about Mary look like a Bible? I suspect the text was made to fit a pre-existing cover from an edition of the Bible for the sake of efficiency, and I guess with the added bonus that this cover isn't going to unsettle the sensibilities of one's Anglican neighbours when they pop over for tea. Anyway, it was a pleasure to discover this book, and after some structural repairs and creating a new spine, it now looks like this.